Hello, Christina Resso. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all are doing well. And just condolences to the Dobson family and other loved ones, in-laws, grandchildren, etc. The founder of Focus on the Family passed away today. So again, whether he's with the Lord or not, only Jesus knows that answer. So, yeah, several people this year have passed away. Yeah, look, the Lord ain't playing. So today is the day of salvation. But I want to go into this case of injustice according to man, being lenient on criminals. Now, I I only got bits and pieces of the story based on clips from the Matt Walsh show. Not that I'm really subscribed to his channel, but still bits and pieces if I want to get current on news because I don't watch television. So if I want to get updated on some things, if I come across a video of his or um, any other conservative news, whether it's YouTube or Rumble or just reading from headlines online, that's going to catch my attention. So this is a case from Colorado, one of those beautiful states with mountains. um, and it says ex Space Force Sergeant Orist, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Sure, sentenced to 54 years in prison for fatally shooting suspected teen car thief. Now, if I hear someone outside my door, I'm going to warn them once. I will call the cops. Now, tell them, please hurry up before I lose it. Because this hardworking man trying to live peacefully and sleep. He's with his wife and family. Maybe he had children. I don't know. We'll find out in the story. And this nice, lovely home. I'm looking at the images. And because these thugs, 14 years old, I don't know how old his friend was that got shot in the back. He was injured. But that other boy was killed. Now, I did heard a piece where Oris actually chased these kids. Now, if they got in their car and ran after attempting, he should have left them alone and just called the cops. But we'll read it and hopefully we'll get more into details, just like anything else. Whatever you do in the dark, it will come in the light. Even if someone gets off or gets away with something, they really don't get away with it. I mean, think about the O.J. Simpson case. He may have gotten away with double homicide with on in man's law, but he had to answer when he came before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, whether you like it or not. So justice is going to be served one way or another, and it is the Bible is all about justice. Ten Commandments with relation of people. One of them, a few of them, is about justice. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not lie. Do not commit adultery. Because all these things hurt other people. Relational, you're hurting other people. Okay. I need to know more about this space. This sounds like an interesting job. Sounds like an intelligent young man, too. Talking about the guy not the guy that was robbed. Former U.S. Space Force sergeant who fired multiple rounds at two suspected carjackers outside his home, killing a 14-year-old, has been sentenced to over half a century in jail. Ora Shure, 29, became emotional as he apologized for murdering the 14-year-old Xavier Kirk before he was sentenced to 54 years in prison for the 2023 fatal shooting. The Adams and Brim Counts District Attorney's Office announced. Okay, and there's a quote from him apologizing. The other one left a 13-year-old hospitalized. Yeah, why would these little thugs? Because these are failures from the parents. Is why your children are shot and one is dead. You do not take from somebody else. Now, if they were in one of these Middle Eastern countries, they would have been arrested and then had their been maimed with their hands chopped off. That's how serious you don't steal from folks is. Sure, then a technical sergeant with the U.S. Space Force based in Aurora was awakened by a car alarm outside his apartment around 11 p.m. July 5th, 2023. The then 27-year-old grabbed a pistol and ran outside to his Honda Electra, where he spotted two people dressed in all black attempting to break into the car. Schur confronted the individuals, but the would-be carjackers fled to another car. Sergeant gave chase in the car and fired multiple rounds at the teens. Fleeing car crashed into the backyard fence of a home 4 blocks south of his residence. Okay, so there's an image of him talking. Kurt and his friend hopped out of the damaged car and began running away as Schur continued to fire. Yeah, when he shouldn't have chased them. So because the way it looks to the court is it would be like a intensive, what would it be, murder in the first degree, because he's chasing them, just like and that's what it says here exactly. Schur was arrested after the shooting and charged with first degree and attempted with that other punk. You should have left those kids alone. Yeah, because I think they were already scared when they saw his pistol and took off running. So maybe that's why he was teary-eyed and emotional and wish he had done differently. Because I know when we're distraught and that's why it's best to calm down and not to lash out on anger. It's okay to have righteous anger, but it's unfortunate that this happened. Now, and I don't even think he's going to get a, what do you call, a second trial or anything, because it appears that he attempted to kill them. He wanted to kill them because he chased them. Yeah, this is yeah, and then these people are making excuses for the kids. I think it's one of the, no, you were a failed parent. Quote, you know kids make mistakes, and no, this kid was a criminal. I always teach my kids and my family like treat or teach. Well, you didn't do a good job. Consequences and repercussions, said another relative. Okay, this is a relative of the boys. An adult choose to use deadly force against two unarmed teenagers. That's how they're gonna look at it. That is not justice. That is not safety. But that is not accountability. Survive. But I am the same. My friend didn't survive at all. Okay, this is the boy. I didn't deserve to be shot. Xavier didn't deserve to die. And he didn't deserve to be robbed either. That man was minding his business in his house. It's gonna get worse with these failed parents raised without dads being misguided And it's going to happen over and over and over again with these folks just being killed. It's unfortunate. My condolences. Um, but it's unfortunate. I don't know where that boy is spending eternity. But hopefully, I don't know if I can make condolences about that. But as far as the 13-year-old, that he gets right. Repent and believe in the gospel. And so should his family. As well as that other boy, to learn not to that to take civic responsibility. No, of course he didn't deserve to die, but those are the consequences when you think you can just do whatever you want, especially when it comes to a crime. Christina Redso, thanks for listening. Pray for our nation, our brothers and sisters under the persecuted church. And the only condolences I'm going to, in this case, is they call him a legend, but yeah. I used to listen to the radio program, Focus on the Family, the founder of Focus on the Family. But to have a ministry that long, that's really a blessing. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and may His light shine upon you. I'll talk to you as soon as the Lord wills it.